Hey everyone, welcome back to White Sparrow Living, Luke 12:6. I'm Wendy and I'm so happy you're here. I don't even really know how to explain today's video. It's a little bit different, but with the new year, I love organizing and getting things cleaned out for a fresh start and a brand new year. So I've got some Dollar Tree organization ideas, some hacks, some tips, some redecorating, refreshing, renewing, revitalizing. I don't know, it's mostly Dollar Tree organization. It's just all over the place. But I hope you like it. And now, without further ado, let's get started. So this is the front bathroom and it's shared with my mom and our youngest daughter, Kennedy. And as you can see, there's a lot of mess and clutter, and this is just my daughter's side. And so I don't even know what all is in here, but we're gonna clean this out. And the first step to any kind of cleaning and organizing is obviously the purging. So we're gonna pull everything out on my daughter's side and under the sink. And I'm leaving my mom's side to her so she can purge through her own things. So this is when you wanna get rid of bottles and jars and containers that just have a little bit of product in them. And then I'm going to start making piles of like items. So I'll have things for teeth and then for hair, for face. I'm also going to be taking all of the cleaning products out of here. And I know it's sometimes easier to have them in the location where you're going to be cleaning. However, the real estate here is very valuable and there's not a lot of it. So I'm going to move that to a central area in our laundry room so I have more room to organize and make everything clutter free. So once I get everything emptied out, I'm going to wipe them down really well and get all the ickies out of there. And then I'm going to use a Dollar Tree bin for the larger items like the shampoo and conditioner and mouthwash and anything that's really big. And that's going to slide all the way to the back. And then I'm going to take a smaller wire Dollar Tree basket and put some feminine products in there and anything that comes in multiples so that it's easily accessible. And then I'll stick those right on the bottom. And then I found these pencil holders at Dollar Tree and they have the suction cups on the back, but this is that laminate material. So they didn't really stick very well. So I just pulled those off and then added some double-sided sticky tape. And then I'm going to attach those to the side walls and I'll put my daughter's facial cleanser and some shavers into those so that they're easily accessible. So we're redoing this bathroom in pink and gray, and so I like to have it color coordinated if possible. So I found 3 of these spray bottles at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to measure the sides and see how large I need to make my decals, because I thought it would be cute to mark these with what was inside. And so I'm making a label that says water, one that says tangles for detangler, and then one that says foofoo, which is what we call perfume, and in this case, body spray. And I'm using my Frisco Craft adhesive vinyl in black matte as well as their transfer tape. And I'll have these listed in my Etsy shop, and I'll have Frisco Craft listed in the description box below. So now I'm going to take an expandable towel rod from Dollar Tree, and you can make it as large or as small as you want. And I have an area that has an overlap, so there's a gap between there, as you can see here. And so I just slip that over that edge, and then I'm going to hang my water bottles and foofoo bottle and my tangle bottle on that rod so that those are pretty cute and, again, easily accessible. So in keeping with the pink theme, I found these bins for $2.99 for 2 at Ross's, so they're $1.50 each, but you could use the ones from Dollar Tree and just paint them pink, or if you don't care, you could just make it white or whatever color. But I'm going to put the large things with the cords in one of the bins, and in the other one, since this is going to be hair related, I'm going to put her brushes and her hair bands and shower cap and just anything hair related in that bin. So now in the top drawer, it has one of those built-in sliding trays, which is kind of a pain because you have to find bins that are low enough so that it'll still slide. And so I'm just going to put all of her facial products together, and I like to use bins within bins just to get it even more organized. And then her toothpaste and toothbrush, that'll stay in one area. And then I always consolidate the items that are getting low because we have a tendency to throw those away just when there's a little bit in there. So that's a good way to conserve. So now I'm going to move on to the linen closet that's just outside of the bathroom. And this is where she keeps her sheets, and she's not supposed to have blankets in there, but the towels also go in here. So I'm just going to get it organized and make it to where they know where things are supposed to go so that that's where they get put. So again, I'm going to pull everything out and then start from scratch. So folding fitted sheets was always a struggle for me, and if you don't know how to do this yet, I'm telling you this is a game changer. So if you turn it inside out so you can see the seams, you want to put your fingers into the little corners and then put your fingers together and roll it over so that it's outside right or right side out. You know what I mean. And then do that again with the other side, and then you're going to have all 4 corners in one position, and then it makes it so much easier to fold it, and it makes it nice and flat. And then you're going to fold it over in thirds, and I take the puffy part where the corners are in the gathering, and that's going to be on the inside so that all that's left on the outside and what shows is the flat part. And then once I fold it over in thirds, I'm going to fold it in thirds again, going long ways. So if you just have one central linen closet for all the beds in the house, one thing you can do to keep them separate and organized is to keep the original packaging that you purchased them in, and then when you fold them up, put them back in there, and they'll have the sticker on there so you know which one is which. I also use these for my garland and Christmas greenery so that it keeps all of the dust off of them. So see how I said this video is going all over the place, but I just thought you guys might be able to use that since we're cleaning up for Christmas about now. Now Kennedy's are all in one area, so we don't have to do that. So instead what I'm going to do is put them all into these Dollar Tree bins and then place those in the linen closet at the bottom. And then I'll take her pillowcases and put those in another Dollar Tree bin. So I don't know if this is a hack or just a tip, but I always take the scented wax melts and I'll break it off and make one little cube, and I'll put that in the back of my linen closet. And so that makes it smell so pretty and nice. I'm sure I'm not the first one to ever think of this, but I keep all of my wax melts and bulbs and essential oils in one little bin, and it always made the cabinets smell so good. So I just started putting those in every one of my cabinets to keep them smelling fresh and clean and sometimes like a tropical sunrise. So now on the shelf right above this, I'm going to put all of the towels for that bathroom. And so we used to live in a teeny tiny little apartment, and we only had one linen closet, and it was, I don't even know, like 2 feet by 2 feet. So I had to learn how to make my towels as small as could be so I could save space, but I still wanted it to look pretty. I'm usually standing up when I'm folding towels, but as you can see, I'm putting both of the short sides together and folding it in half, and then I fold it in half again, and then going the other way, I'm going to go in thirds, and that gives us a nice pretty fold along the front, and you face those all out towards the outside of your cabinet so that it looks very organized and pretty. And then I'm going to take some washcloths, and I put those in another one of those Ross's bins, and I'm going to slide them in up and down. I haven't done done it this way before, and so we'll see if it stays nice and organized like this. But I was testing it, and you can get them in there pretty easily and out, so we'll see how that goes. So now for the ones that aren't pretty and don't match, these are the hand towels, and so I'm using some Dollar Tree boxes to kind of hide those, and that's going to go on the upper level. And then I'm going to address this weird desk area in just a second. And if you remember, when we cleaned out the bathroom cabinets, there was a lot of extra items, so I call that our surplus supply. And I'm going to put those in a bin and put it at the very top shelf because there's 70-11 tampons and cups, so I don't need to get to those as often. So when we run low in the bathroom, I can just go to the surplus inventory and then restock it. And then I'm going to add my toilet paper and Kleenex and soaps. So now for that counter area, if you strongly dislike cords like I do, here's one way of hiding them. I'm going to take some hook and loop tape, and then I'm going to fold my cord up accordion style, and then I'm going to attach that using my hook and loop tape. And all I did was took the two adhesive backed parts and put them together, and then I'm going to attach it using a clip and put that on the back of the lampshade, and then you don't see that cord. So real quick, I wanted to mention a few weeks ago, I started a Facebook page called the Dollar Tree Sparrow's Nest, and I get so many pictures of projects that you guys have done, and I wanted to be able to share those with everyone. So join this group. We've already got 650 members, and so I would love if you could share your beautiful creations with everyone. I am just in awe at how talented our little crafting family is. So for Christmas, my mom had asked for a bathroom rug and a new shower curtain, and so I thought I would go ahead and just change it out. It's kind of old and dreary and not really exciting. We never really did anything as far as the decor in here. The rug has stains on it from hair dye, and the shower curtain never went to the floor. It was a little bit too short. So I'm just going to change it all out, and I'm going to be using some pinks and grays to match the walls. And the walls kind of look blue right here, but they're really gray. Anyway, we're just going to clear the entire room. And as you saw also, I got her some new bath towels, so that's exciting. I don't know, new towels just make me happy. But this is a really good time to clean off all the walls and wipe down the surfaces and just do a spring cleaning, even though it's not really spring, so it doesn't matter. You can do winter cleaning too. So now I'm going to take down the shower curtain, and because I'm vertically challenged, I had to call in my son-in-law so that he could pull it down for me. And so one thing that I always do, I don't think I've ever had a regular shower curtain in any of my bathrooms, in any of my homes. Instead, I like to use actual curtains with the grommets at the top. And then if they're blackout curtains, that helps even more because it's a little weightier. And then of course you put your liner on the back, and you can get the 84-inch shower curtain liners and then just use your shower curtain rings to put on the back side of your curtains. So then I just took two hand towels, and these are Juicy Couture's. They're so cute with the pink and white stripes and then the gray at the bottom. And I'm going to hang those on the rod that was already there. And then I'm going to take this picture that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance. It was 70% off, so I got it for $6. And I'm going to hang that there. And then another space-saving idea is to put some towels rolled up into a basket. And I got this basket at a yard sale for $5. About 2 years ago, I think. But anyway, and just place that in the corner. I have my old stand, and then I'm just adding some cuteness into the room. And then I have this little piece that I made in one of my very first videos. And so these are Dollar Tree acrylic organizers. I haven't seen them lately, but every now and then they have them. So using my Silhouette Cameo 3, I'm going to make 3 decals, one that says cotton balls, flossers, and Q-tips. And then I'm gonna cut those out, and I'm using the font called the Skinny. And again, my Frisco Craft adhesive vinyl and transfer tape. And I'm just gonna attach those to the front of each of those boxes. So then we took a couple of these removable hooks and we're going to place those towards the back of the shower so they don't get too terribly wet, so that Grandma and Kennedy can hang their little shower poofs on them. You could also get the kind that has the suction cups on the back, but we have these in our shower and they've been there for almost a year and have really stayed in place. And then I added this sweet little hoop wreath, and because it's kind of side heavy, I used that double-sided tape to keep it straight up and down. And here it is all finished, and it is so pretty in pink. I absolutely love how this turned out. It literally took us about 20 minutes to do this. All of the DIYs that are shown, I will have those videos linked in the description box below, and it even matches my pedicure. So I'm showing you my toes. But I love how this turned out, and I really hope you guys like it too. And it also has lots of space-saving ideas. And also, knowing that the cabinets and the drawers are clean, I don't know, it makes the room even prettier. So I did want to add one more DIY, and I'll show you that in just a second. So this is the easiest DIY ever. I'm just going to use one of these white plastic bowls and then a plunger. Both of these are from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to use my heat tool. And so all I did was took the sticker off of the plunger and sanded that down and got all the ickies off. And then I'm going to unscrew the bottom part of the plunger. And then I'm going to make a hole using my heat tool at the bottom of my bowl. Now originally I had made the hole the size of the handle of the plunger, but the plunger was a little bit too long, so I ended up having to make that hole a little bit bigger so that the top part of the rubber portion will actually go through the bowl, and then the top of the bowl, which is actually going to be our bottom, is going to be flush against the floor, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to take my Waverly chalk paint in Ballet Slipper, and I'm just going to paint the very top portion of the rubber part of the plunger, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the handle, and I'll paint it completely pink, and then I'm going to go back in and dry brush using my chalk paint in white. And then once everything's dry, I'm going to put my bowl on top of the rubber part of my plunger and then screw the handle in. So since our TP storage is out in the hall, we never want to get caught in a bind. So this is a functional but cute way of making sure that that doesn't happen. So here's all the befores and afters and how everything looks. And I mean to tell you what, This is such a great way to start off the new year by cleaning out and refreshing, renewing your spaces. Remember that it always has to get worse before it can get better, but in the end, it's so worth it. I really think having a clean and organized space gives your spirit a sense of calm and peace, and who doesn't need a little more peace? So even though I'm not very good at doing cleaning and organizing videos, this was my very first one. I hope you were able to find something in here useful for your spring, winter, summer, and fall cleaning, because any season is the right season to clean. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, let me know what you think. I'm trying really hard to get to everybody's comments. I'm so behind because I did take a little bit of a break, but it was very well worth it. So I hope everyone has a blessed day, and remember to always be the light. Bye.